The big focus of this section is user authentication. Simply put, it's three things: letting our users sign up for an account, log into that account, and then once they're logged in, being able to log out of that account. And the thing that I want to teach you, this more advanced topic here in this section, is that Django can automatically give you most of the code that you need for all of these functions. In fact, you'll be blown away how simple this is. So this all starts over in urls.py, right? We need to make URLs for someone to be able to sign up, log in, and log out. So we're going to be using some code from Django, so let's go ahead and make sure that we import that. Up here where you already have your django.contrib import admin, we're going to do a comma and also import auth. And this is going to give us the code to automatically have views for the login, the logout, and help us with sign up and all that stuff. So I'm going to make a little comment here and just put in all caps auth to say, you know, the code, the URLs below here are dealing with auth. I like to sort of organize my URLs file just a little bit. But let's go ahead and start first with the simple sign up. So we're going to do a path, and we're going to say, okay, we want the name for this to be, you can choose whatever you'd like. I'm going to keep this very simple. I'm just going to say sign up. Some people like to do like an auth/sign up, but I think let's just keep this simple. We're not going to have a ton of URLs that we're using. Then for where we'd like, you know, what particular view we're using, let's go ahead and for the time being, just say views.capital sign up. Okay, and let's do an uppercase U on up. And we'll just say after that as_view. Now, we haven't built this yet. This is actually going to be a class-based view, and we'll dive into that in a different section, but just leave that as is for now. And let's go ahead and give this a proper name. We'll just call this sign up. Awesome. We'll do our ending little semicolon there. Let's copy and paste this. Let's now deal with someone wanting to log in. So we'll have the URL just be for login. Now this time, this is where things get interesting here. So we're going to use this auth that we just imported. We're going to say auth.views, and these are these built-in views that come with this auth library here. And we just have to say .capital login view. And with this in place, we do a .as view on this. Anytime you're working with a class-based view, which this one is here and also our sign-up one, you always have to have an as view at the end. But that's it. If we go ahead and change the name here to say login, that's what we need for the login view. We're still going to have to provide you know, some HTML code to get it up, but actually we won't, in this case, we don't even have to add anything to our views.py. In sign up we will, but with login, that's completely handled for us, which is so nice. Let's go ahead and copy this one, and we'll do this for logout. Logout is even more amazing because if we just do logout, we're going to change this instead of to be the log out or log in view, we're going to have this be log out view. There we go. And we'll change the name here to be log out. And that's it. In this case with the logout, we actually don't have to display anything and we don't have to put anything into our views.py. And so this one is completely done. So let's go ahead and save what we have now. If we kind of look at what we have right now, let's go ahead and first create this class-based view for the signup, right? Because I said, you know, these two views were already handled for us. It's only this one that we're going to have to go add. So let's go to our views.py and let's make our new class-based function. So again, there's going to be a whole section teaching you about class-based views, so I don't want to get too detailed into it, but this is going to be maybe your quick little introduction here. So first thing that we've got to do is we have to import a little bit of code. So up here at the top, let's do a from, we want lowercase Django dot URLs import, and the thing that we want to import is reverse lazy. Now, if you're seeing this autocomplete here in my Atom and you're saying, hey, I want that, that looks helpful, you can actually install that via the packages. So in Atom, if you go up and go to the preferences, then go to packages, the package that I'm using, there's different ones that you can pick, but the one I'm using here is autocomplete Python. That just makes it a little bit easier. It doesn't handle every situation, but it does do some nice things to help you out. So anyways, cool little pro tip there for you. All right, so with reverse lazy in place, we are ready to make our class-based view. We're going to do that by saying class. Again, right, kind of weird, we're not creating a function, different thing here. And we're going to say capital sign up with the capital S and the U, just like we set inside of our urls.py. I mean, there's nothing special about this name sign up. We could have said Nix view or something like that. It really doesn't matter what the name is. They just have to be consistent between the two. And we're going to say with this sign up, we want to get our generic dot create view, and then we'll do our colon there. Now this is reminding me that we have to go get our generic code and import this here. So let's go ahead and go back up to the top here. We're going to say from Django dot views, and we want to import generic. Okay, great. So with this in place, the only other things that we need for this sign up view is we have to say, okay, form underscore class is equal to, and we're going to do in all caps, user creation form, which again, this is something that we're going to have to import here. So let's go ahead and move back to the top here. We're going to say from Django dot contrib dot auth dot forms, and then we want to import on this user creation form. There we go. So make sure you have the exact same name here and there, that there's no spelling mistakes, whatnot. Then the next thing that we need to set is the success URL. For this is finally when we're going to use that reverse lazy. Basically, we just want to say, hey, take us back to the home page if someone's able to successfully sign up. And then we'd like to have a template name, and we're going to set this equal to, and it's time for us to choose where it is that we're going to save our template. Now, if we go back to our urls.py, this login view that we have here, the whole view is handled by this auth library that we imported, and it's going to automatically say, hey, I'm going to point to a place inside of your templates called registration/signup. So you can change that if you want, but you'd have to go in and actually create the login class. So I think it's good to just work with the Django defaults, and so we're going to use the same naming pattern, and we're going to say this is going to be inside of registration/signup.html. Okay, so with this in place, this is probably a good place to pause here. We've gone on for a while, but we have all of our views set up. We really just need to provide the HTML for the sign up and the login view. The logout is automatically handled for us. And then we'll have complete user authentication. I know, quick, right?